Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. They're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, you gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show, yeah, man. Got one. Hey, I think of my life in terms of blessings. I take mostly a positive approach and a positive spin to my life. I hardly ever dwell on, I can't say that I don't think about the what's wrong in it because I have to address problems as they arise. But I try not to let them consume me. I let the consumption part be about the blessings, the positive things that has occurred in my life, the good things that God has done for me, the power that he's displayed in my life, the protection he's given me over the years, to being tucked under his wings. I focus on the things that he promises me. I think of all the goodness that I perceive to come my way. I think that has a lot to do with me learning more and more about the law of attraction in terms of, what you think and what you put out in the space, and what you pray about is what you receive, And so I've become better and better at that. It's not to say that I'm not human and I don't have moments where I think a little bit too long about what's going wrong and what enemy is about to attack and what they're going to do and say and all of this here. So that's not to say that I'm not concerned about it, but I try to dwell mostly on the positive. And one of the things that I learned, you can have an incredible life. All of us, we can have incredible lives if we just let God drive. See, the problem that I had years ago was I was the driver of my life, and I was taking myself in the directions that I thought would be best for me. And I aimed at things that I thought I could accomplish. And I set goals that I saw myself being able to attain. I was driving. When I gave up and I let God drive, I then opened up my mind and my spirit to what God had for me, for what God could see for me, for what God could do in my life, for what God wanted for me. Now, he wanted for me and he wanted of me. See, that's the connection that you got to try to make. Well, not try. That's the connection that you got to make to really get it. Now, listen to me. What I don't want you to do is do like me. Don't be afraid of the what for, of the what he wants you to do part. See, because that ain't going to be nearly as demanding and as offsetting as you think it's going to be. See, I thought that if I did God's will, that if I let God tell me what to do, that it would cause me to not to be able to do some things I wanted to do. Well, which is true, but the stuff I wanted to do was all detrimental to my well-being and my future and my growth and development as a man. I was stopping my own growth as a man because, see, I was doing what I thought I should do as a man. But when you give it over to God, see, God has a much better plan for you than you can ever have for yourself. And God knows a better way, far better than the one you know. I want you to believe that, man. You got to understand that part of it. And that's the part that I finally got through my head, to let God do it his way and to show me a better way and to teach me a better way and expose to me a better way. And when I opened up my mind to what God was talking about, I began to see things totally differently, and things started coming to me totally differently. If you've been a friend of mine or a fan of mine over the years, I mean, you've had to see it, the change. You've had to see the difference. I mean, and I acknowledge that every chance I get, because I promised God I would, and I hope that I'm not falling short in that category. But then again, if I told it all day long what he done for me, I still wouldn't have enough time to really explain thoroughly what he's done for me, because it's such a continuous growth in me. But now, that's not to say that I'm finished or I'm done or I'm complete, because I'm still short. You can't be him. You can strive for perfection. I hear people saying it all the time. I applaud you for saying you want to be perfect, but you ain't. And you can't. So you quit saying it. You quit saying it to me. Quit saying it to other people. I'm seeking a life of perfection, but it's something that you cannot have because he said you can't do it. But that's what he there for. He there for the moments when you stumble and you fall. And you gonna stumble and fall. So you got to get that part right, man. The stumbling, falling part is coming. But see, you get God in your life and it helps you so that you don't stumble, fall, wallow, roll over, lay there, languish. That's what God is for. So when you stumble and fall, you get back up, because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get it wrong. You're going to come under attack. You're going to be lied about. You are going to be falsely accused. That's going to happen to you the moment you make a decision to do better. The moment you try to be more. The devil got to send his attackers, man. And he controls certain people. He just got people that's on his side 24/7. You know them too. You've all met one or two of them in your life. They just busy with the business of nothingness. They just busy about the destruction of others. You say, I know them. You know them. They coming. But here's what you got to hold fast to. They can't take away nothing from you that God gave you. They didn't make you. See, people who claim to have made you, if they so in the make you business, why don't they make themselves? Or if they ain't with you no more and they so busy in the I made you business, why don't they make somebody else? Since you want to get credit for making somebody, make yourself. If you're responsible for someone else's success, then you should easily be able to take claim and be responsible for your own success. See, be careful of that. And don't change your course because somebody's attacking you with that. I just hope, man, that I'm giving it to God the way I said I would give it to him. That I would unload every chance I got that I was supposed to, without being, oh, here he come again. I try not to be that. But, man, I don't know what else to be for the first 12 minutes of my show. What else you want me to say? I got 4 hours. I can't give God 12 minutes, man. I mean, for real, Steve? Come on, man. I mean, let's look at this right here. If you giving honor to God just 12 minutes out the day, dog, he gave you 24 hours of luxury and life and breath and hope and promise. You ain't got 12 minutes to give him out the day? That don't make no sense. What an exchange. What a wonderful life God has given me in exchange for so small of effort that I put forth. Don't let the effort you got to put forth to God seem so daunting that you don't attempt to do it, because, man, it seems like a lot. It ain't nothing compared to what he be giving us, for real. So if you want a real life, you want a real shot at what you can be, what you can have, what you can own, what you can become, who you really are, go to God, let him fix you, man. That's all.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We are here today to enlighten, to empower, to motivate, and entertain on a daily basis. As tough as these times are, sometimes you got to stop, take a pause, give yourself a mental break, and just laugh a little bit. Welcome to the ride, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry.
Good morning, Steve.
And Carla for real.
Good morning, Steve. What's up, crew? What's happening?
There's Junior.
Morning, everybody. I found out I ain't even handsome.
And nephew Tommy.
Yes, and here I am.
And he has come to that realization too, Junior.
What happened, Junior?
Oh, no, I just looked at myself on this Zoom, said, damn, you funny looking.
Yeah. Sometimes, man, you just have to be honest. You know, if you notice, Tommy
yeah.
don't look at the camera a lot.
I don't need to. But if I do, I'm not gonna think I'm funny looking though. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm funny looking.
That's what you're not going to do? That's what you're not going to do?
I'm not
But you
supposed
don't
to be
have to,
funny
though.
looking with you.
Yeah.
No.
You don't have to say you're funny looking.
I'm looking at you.
I've never
I'm gonna
thought
say
you
this
was funny
to you
looking.
and Junior one more time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be ugly with y'all, man.
Okay,
y'all
cool,
can be
but-
ugly by yourself.
Okay. Okay, cool. But will you come to this, though?
What?
Just come to this part. You are strange looking, though.
I'm not strange looking.
Yeah, man, just a bit strange. Once you get outside your family structure.
Okay, well let me say this. I know you
Yeah.
guys don't normally do this, but what guy is handsome to you guys? Because I'm trying to get some sort
I
of
don't
point
know
of
nothing.
reference here.
I don't know nothing.
Because some people think you guys, you Junior, are handsome. You, Steve, and of course you, Tommy. they think
And
you
of
guys
course
are
me.
cute.
Of course me.
But he believes
That's
it,
what I'm
though.
saying.
Of course.
But see, he believes it, though.
He believed
But I'm just trying to figure out. So you guys think you're ugly, right? Except for Tommy,
Yeah.
or
we don't
funny
know.
looking. You said.
Yeah.
So who, in your opinion?
We don't
Is
know
a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shirley. Yeah.
Oh,
nothing. It ain't Tommy. We know that one. He quit looking
well,
at me.
let's see.
Idris, Denzel.
Yes, and yes.
Yeah, I never felt that way.
I don't feel that way about Denzel. I mean, I love
Denzel
Denzel.
act his ass off,
Talent.
though.
I like
What?
that.
John Legend, sexiest man alive.
Who?
That we don't know about.
We all kind of eyebrow
Who
that.
did they?
That's not true.
Who
I
did they
think-
poll for that one?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think so.
Christy feels that way, and that's perfectly fine.
And a lot
I
of
think that
people.
he's fine winning the award, but just as a side note, a lot of men thinking if he won, why ain't I win? You know what I'm saying?
Who's handsome?
I'm just a
to you
lot of
guys?
men thinking that way.
Chris
Now if they
Cuomo.
give it that now let me tell you this here. Who ain't gonna ever win People's Sexiest Man in America is the dude that think he ought to, and that's that damn Tommy. Clearly.
I didn't say I needed to win.
Let me tell you something, Tommy.
No, but
Just 'cause-
you ain't said now, Tommy. You didn't say you should win, but you don't see how you ain't got the call yet.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
I'm in the runner-ups now. I'm in
See
there
right
with
there?
somebody.
Boy, please.
We're moving on. Coming up
Stop
at
talking
30.
about running.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. Get ready for Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer in the building right after this.
Chief Ugly Officer. That's what it is.
Sick of this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for Steve's favorite segment, Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer. And if you want advice from the CLO, please submit your questions to steveharveyfm.com, okay? Now, Steve, this one is from Camille in Laurel, Mississippi. She says, I'm a 39-year-old female, and I've had the same best friend for 20 years. Recently, I made a terrible mistake in judgment and had sex with one of our male friends. I shared all the details with my best friend. The guy has a girlfriend, and we're all friends, so I felt really bad about it. 2 days ago, he called me and was angry because his girlfriend found out. I asked my best friend if she told her, and she said that the girlfriend had a right to know. I'm not speaking to my best friend now because her loyalty was with the wrong person. Am I wrong for ending the friendship?
Well, no, you're not.
Thank you.
But your loyalty was misplaced also. See, if you all were all in a group and you all were friends, and then you slept with one of the girls in your group man, and then you told your best friend, and then she turned around and said, I think the girl had the right to know. That's y'all's little girl code y'all be doing all the time. But so you should have thought about that if the girl was in your group. And then your girl told, but ain't that what y'all do? Y'all always say, I would want to know. Well, there it is.
You're right.
So you kind of died by your own little theory, I think. Ladies, any opinion?
Well, I don't think that the best friend should have told. I don't think that. And I agree with you, Steve. I definitely agree with you.
I think with the best friend, if the best friend code, I would want to know if my best friend knew. So it's levels to the code. Is you kind of grouping it all together. I don't know how close.
I don't know the code exactly,
Don't tell
Carla, so
nobody.
I have to loop it all in. I don't know why she had to run her damn mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
The two of them were best friends, and then the other ones were friends. But she specifically said that one girl who told was her best friend. Yeah. All right,
Well, she told her best friend, and then she went over there and told the other girl, because you don't know the relationship she had with the other girl.
The other girl.
Right.
The other girl
She
might
should
think she
have.
her best friend, too. I just felt she should know. Man,
Why you
y'all-
saying
y'all
like
need
sis,
to go
though,
sit
Dan?
down with that little ignorant ass mess.
Yeah. Okay. This one's from Shawana in Louisville, Kentucky. She says, I am 5 months pregnant by a lying man. We dated for a year and everything was great until he told me that he was married. When I told him I was pregnant, he told me he's been married for 6 years. He also said he's got another baby on the way by a girl named Tanisha. He said that he felt better after he came clean about everything, and now we can move on from here. What? I'm not trying to raise my child in this ghetto mess, but I need help and support. What should I do now?
I mean, what else can you do? You know, you need help with support. He's going to have to pay child support. But I don't know if you're going to have an ongoing relationship with him unless you just get okay with being the other woman, because he been married for 6 years and you just found out. But he not only been married, he got another girl pregnant.
Yeah, that's crazy.
While you pregnant, and now y'all don't even know the wife, and the wife don't know about either one of y'all. Huh?
She didn't know he was married after 5 months? Wow.
No.
And no protection? Whew.
Ooh, a mess.
Yeah, that
You
really
can hide it for 5 months.
You can
Ooh,
hide it
that's a
from
lot
your
of work.
wife, but the girl you're cheating with too? Okay.
Yeah. Y'all have been tricked by the I don't want to run him off equation that a lot of women use.
Yeah, that's true.
And so you end up going along with a lot of stuff trying to see where it goes. And you, like Carla say, you end up settling.
But why aren't you using protection, Steve, still?
I don't know why they ain't using protection.
5 months, okay. We're moving on.
Why ain't people wearing masks?
Yeah.
They don't think they can get it. So
Yeah, that is the general consensus. Please get your child support, though, lady. Henry
And wear a mask and a condom. I'm sorry, go ahead. Wear them
That's good advice, Tommy.
together. Yeah, together
at the same time.
during the do.
if
Yeah.
I got on
Protect
the mask
yourself.
and a condom, you're going to have a hard time pinning this baby on me. I could be in there. I'm sitting up in here.
All right, Steve. Here's one from Henry.
True statement, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry in Fairfax, Virginia says, hello, Steve. I guess you can say that I'm an old fool. I'm a single father and a 100% disabled veteran. I've been dating a 39-year-old woman for 2 years and doing my best to keep her happy. And she has very expensive tastes. I recently found out that she's been cheating on me and going on trips with another man with the money that I give her. I feel hurt and used, and I just want an explanation. I can move on, but I need closure. Should I keep trying to get answers or just let her go?
Dog, listen to me. First of all,
Wait. Hold on, Steve, 1 second. What did you say, Tommy?
I just said thank you for your service.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
He's a
but now,
disabled
You gotta
Yeah,
do that.
thank you.
okay,
Yeah.
well, you know, that ain't
Even
what
in
I'm
the
finna
midst of
say.
it all.
So, okay,
Yeah.
let's take into consideration what Tommy just said. Thank you for your service, but
Yes.
here come the joke. I don't know how old you are, but your name
You
Henry.
didn't say, yeah.
His name was-
Hank. Henry.
Come on. That's just
So
like
your ass was born before 1960. Somewhere before 1970. So Henry, now you are 100% disabled veteran. So now she getting all your disability check.
Yeah, that's a big check.
And she traveling. I'm assuming, Henry, you can't go nowhere. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Hey, I'm just no, Steve, nothing. You wrote in, am I old fool? You're 100% disabled. I'm assuming your ass can't go nowhere. You in your 50s or 60s. She 39. She spending all your money. She going with somebody that can walk.
Steve.
Skip. No, he 100% disabled. What you want me to say?
It's just the
Thank you for
way
your
you're
service.
saying.
Well, I'm
Thank
just
you,
trying to
Tommy.
tell you. Oh, thank you for your service, sir.
Coming up next, Tommy's coming up. We'll run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with today's national news update, and plus the nominations for the BET Awards are out. And Craigslist, get this, guys, Craigslist had an ad, and the ad was seeking minority actors for an event that's going down in Tulsa. Okay.
Oh, really?
Imagine that. We'll talk about it all at the top of the hour. But right now, the nephew is here to make us laugh with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Nath?
Mona, you need to change your appearance.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, what?
Mona, you need to change your appearance. That's the title right there. Mona.
Sounds normal, but, well, not
Sound
really.
really
noticed it.
Not really.
I know.
I'm not
Get
going
ready.
to lie. I'm not even going to
We
lie.
gonna fix it. We gonna fix it. Yes, we are. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello,
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Mona, please.
this is her.
Hi, how you doing? My name is James over with the corporation. I'm with the corporate wardrobe. You've been with the company for about 8 years now. Am I correct, Mona?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're correct.
Like I said, I'm from corporate wardrobe. Wanted to kind of give you a call. There's been some conversation about it, but wanted to give you a call about your appearance in the office.
Okay.
Okay. Now, your appearance seems to be pretty much intact as far as your clothing is concerned. So it's nothing. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Now, first of all, what are my appearance have to do with your corporation?
Well, what's going on? Like I said, you've been with Corp for about what, 8 years now? Am I right?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. And
But you calling me, telling me something about my appearance.
right,
so I just
right.
need
Now,
to know
what I
because-
wanted to talk to you about is that what some of the workers in the office are having a problem with, and what we want to do is get you an actual doctor's appointment because we want to see about helping you get a breast reduction.
Oh, what? A breast reduction?
Okay, now you I mean, from my understanding that your breasts are too large.
Hold up. Now, who is this person? Who is this again?
My name is James. Like I said, I'm with Corporate Wardrobe, and I'm calling you actually pretty much from Human Resources of Corporation.
Okay, now if you ain't calling him about something else concerning what we do here, instead of you calling me, telling me something about giving me a breast reduction, what you need to do is try to dig up some more because what I'm doing up in here, I'm going to wear them. They was on here, and I'm going to wear them. They came out, I wear them for them.
Mona, all we want to do is we want to get you a doctor's appointment so we can help you get your breasts reduced so, you'll feel a lot more comfortable and the people in the office will be a lot more comfortable, okay?
Man, I'm not, you ain't finna do a thing. You ain't finna come in and tell me some but what y'all gonna do to me, what you talking about, I've been with this business for almost 8 years, and I ain't never had no problem with nobody telling me something about my friend. So what you need to do is find out who's going around here making these rumors. And first of all, I'm going to dig up because maybe one of these up in here talking about me and, jealous because I'm on top of my and they jealous of me because I'm on mine. And they around here got a problem with my breast.
Look, ma'am, my job is to get your breasts reduced. I gotta bring them down.
My is big too. Can you reduce that?
Excuse me?
My is big. Can you reduce that?
Ma'am, listen, I gotta get your breasts down to it. I gotta get it down. I got to bring them down.
You ain't gonna do a thing. What you gonna get down is your. That's what you gonna get down. And what
Ma'am,
you
listen.
do is stop worrying about my breath. So you and whoever calling you or telling you something about what I'm doing at this, tell them I said to kiss my. So what I need to do, I'm gonna do me. So if they don't like that, then hey, holler at them because I'm gonna find whoever doing it. Because they jealous. I'm a bad. They don't understand it. And the men's come in and what? Whoop, whoop. They come to who? They come to my desk and ask for who? They ask for me.
Mona, I understand that, but what I'm saying is your breasts are a distraction in the office, and I got to get your breasts brought down.
First of all, whoever you are, you might need to come see so you can sit your in the front of my desk and see how it looks. You might want to come back and bring all your crew.
Mona, I can't. I don't want to come sit at your desk and see your. I got to get you to a doctor and get your breasts reduced. Now, when do you want an appointment?
I ain't going to see no.
You're going to a doctor, Mona. You're going to a doctor.
You bring your over here because I ain't going to no doctor. What you talking about? The doctor, whoever you trying me to go see, I ain't trying to hear. You hear? Please don't bother coming over. So what I'm going to do is.
They said you would act like this, Mona. They said you would react just this way. This is what the people in the office are talking about.
I don't give a damn what they. I've been in this company for almost 8 years. I ain't never had nobody calling me telling me some about my breast. What you need to do, first of all, you need to come in and see me. Because you might like what you see. Because I'm a big, bad, bold, beautiful woman. You better hear me. Here, what is your name? And what's your name?
Why do you need my name?
I need your name because I ain't never had somebody call my damn job and tell me some about my breast. I need to know your name because I'm going to get some lawyer in this because I don't play this here. I don't play that. So whoever you is in your corporate or whoever calling me about my breast, I don't play that. I need your name. I really do. Because if you don't, I'm going to find out who this is.
Do you want to know my name? Do you want to know my name?
I want to know your damn name. Hell yeah, I want to know your name. What is it?
Are you listening?
What is it?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
You? Where's her breast bigger than mine? This got a limp. Man, y'all need to quit. Boy, you gonna make me go, okay.
You all right?
I'm all right. Woo, I can't believe it. Seeing her breast bigger than mine, and then she got a limp. And you know what? I listen to this show every morning, and I just can't believe I got.
I
I'm
got
get
you,
that
baby.
damn. She did it. She got me. You know, she got me, but I'm going to catch her lip. I'm going to catch her walking. It's okay. I'm going to get her.
All right, baby. I got one more thing for you, baby. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Baby, you already know that one and only Steve Harvey Morning Show. Hey, Tommy, guess what? Since you want to play on this here phone, I just want to let you know I'm a size 16 with a low cut. Are you still with it or what?
Just need you to just bring them breasts down just a little bit. Just a little reduction.
Are you insane?
I think he is. I really think he is. No,
Steve,
I really think he is, Carla.
I mean, there's some that's a bit much now.
But
Come
that's
on
not
now.
for you to judge.
say?
Who are you?
Tommy,
I'm the one asking Mona. I'm
Tommy.
sorry. What I do
me
wrong?
and you, just listen, just me and just between me and you.
Okay, go ahead.
You think on this show right here that's an
Don't you
appropriate
even go there.
subject?
See,
But see, he trying to have a little joke with it, too.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah, I know exactly where he's going with it.
Oh,
Okay.
You
You thought
he gonna
this
sit
would
back.
be just fine.
Because, see, this hasn't offended Monica at all.
Wow.
Careful.
Wow.
He just
But
dug
these
deeper.
other two.
He just dug deeper. Okay. All right, listen, coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment and some national news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, congratulations to Drake. He is leading the pack of nominations for this year's BET Awards with Megan Thee Stallion and Roddy Ricch. Drake's 6 nods consist of Best Male Hip Hop Artist, Video of the Year, and multiple entries In the Best Collab and Viewers' Choice categories, Megan's up for the Best Female Hip Hop Artist, Best Collab Album of the Year, and Video of the Year.
Savage.
Rich is in the running for the Best Male Hip Hop Artist plus Best New Artist. It is BET's 40th birthday. Really? 40 years. Okay.
I'm in the running for coldest player.
That's right, and you will win that. Yes. The show will air live on BET and BET Her. And check this out, guys. It'll be live on CBS. That's right, CBS
Whoa.
for the very first time ever.
What?
Ever. Okay? It all goes down June 28th. It is hosted by Amanda Seales. Okay?
Wow.
So, congratulations to her for the hosting gig. And CBS
big.
Live, that's
On
really
CBS?
big. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That's different,
big,
yeah.
Yeah, it's major. I mean, they run all the other awards on CBS, so why
They
not?
own them.
Well, it's
Yeah,
Viacom.
exactly. It's Viacom, but they haven't been doing it in the past. I always
In
thought
40 years.
Yeah.
They're going to be on time this time, I tell you that. You ain't going to go long this time.
Are they gonna be meeting in person? Or are
10
they
o'clock, the news is on. Okay,
What'd you say, Junior?
I said, are they gonna be meeting in person? Are they gonna be gathering? Or are they gonna be
I think it's a lot of virtual stuff.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. And in other news, a screenshot of an actual Craigslist ad saying, this is so crazy, Steve, seeking excited and enthusiastic minority, that's in all caps, actors and actresses to hold signs, that's in quotations, at an event in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Began to make the rounds on social media. It began to make the rounds on social media. Twitter users attempted to make the connection that the ad was hiring minorities to work as President Trump's work at his rally.
Well, this is the background.
Yeah, which was rescheduled for June 20th.
With the hat on. Okay.
Remember, we would always say he was paid to be there, that one guy.
Well, you know something, and then when they found out, they did some research, found out who he was, you ain't seen him since. You have not seen that guy, son, because he had a background, buddy. Woo! Trump and them distance themselves from him right away.
Yeah.
But listen to me. You know, look, they strategically placed those people in the camera shots behind Trump every time. They always manage to put 3 blacks behind him at every rally.
Steve?
3.
magic number?
And Steve, they are excited and enthusiastic, which is what the so-called ad called for.
And now they're trying to
Need
get
you to
more
be
than
chipper.
ever.
Yeah. Right. Now, because the election is this year, the ad has since been taken down off Craigslist before media outlets could verify if the ad actually was connected to the Trump rally. So.
Do they want you to sing a hymn too, Shirley?
Oh my gosh, Tommy.
I'm building you a home.
You mean a spiritual. All right. It is time to get caught up, Steve, on today's headlines. Oh, I thought you said 10. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. Sing your song, Tommy.
No, don't sing that.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
sing it.
Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. Yeah, I always give the unhappy stuff, but nevertheless, in Atlanta, authorities have finally released the dash cam video showing the last moments of the life of 27-year-old Rayshard Brooks, shot and killed by a white cop who was trying to arrest him after finding him asleep in his car in a Wendy's parking lot. That's all he had done. As you'll hear, things started out quietly until the officer tried to arrest Brooks, and Brooks ran and took the officer's taser.
You had about 1.5 drinks, but you don't remember what kind of drinks they were?
No, sir.
All right.
I really don't, Mr. Ross.
All right, I think you've had too much to drink to be driving. So put your hands behind your back for me. Here, put your hands behind your back. Hey, stop! Stop fighting! Stop fighting! Stop fighting! You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get tased!
But the head of the Atlanta NAACP points out that not only does the police department call a taser a non-lethal weapon so that Mr. Brooks didn't really pose a threat, but that Brooks was only being arrested really because he was black.
The man should have never been placed under arrest. He was not driving. He was not in a public street. He did resist arrest. If it had been a white person in the same position, they would have just said, hey, get Lyft and go home or get somebody to drive you and dismissed it. And to get a DUI you really have to be caught in the act of driving. Remember that Dylan Roof, the person who killed the 9 people in the church in Charleston, when the police found him, he said he was hungry. They took him to Burger King to get a burger. So there's just a differential with how black defenders are treated by white officers.
And Officer Garrett Rolfe, who killed Brooks, has now been fired. His partner has been placed on administrative leave. The police commissioner has resigned, and angry crowds burned that Wendy's to the ground. Police reform, by the way, the scheduled topic on Capitol Hill tomorrow. Senate Republicans are reportedly set to announce legislation focusing on reforming police training and tactics and changing the way police handle misconduct. And South Carolina's Tim Scott, the only black Senate Republican, says he wants to see law enforcement agencies keep track of and report it when uses of force turn deadly or cause a serious injury. Meanwhile, the movement to take down certain statues continues, with now a campaign to either change or remove a statue of Lincoln in Boston, which depicts the assassinated president with a slave at his knee. Critics say it looks like it signifies that blacks should know their place. Boston Mayor Marty Walsh says that while he supports removing the statue, he would also like to recommission the sculpture, he says, into one that recognizes equality. Finally, say my name, say my name. Yeah, that's Beyonce. She's saying say the name, but not her name, actually. She's really talking about Breonna Taylor's name. She had really want to see that name saved and that name said again, because she said nobody cares about her, and she's really written the head of the governor's office in Kentucky and the attorney general calling for criminal charges to be brought in that case. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, yesterday in Atlanta, protesters now, Mayor Keisha Bottoms says, call them demonstrators now, not protesters. That's what someone told her. Protesters, including the Atlanta Hawks head coach Lloyd Pierce, joined the NAACP and marched to address police brutality, the criminal justice system, and voting rights. As we told you, Atlanta Police Chief Erica Shields resigned on Saturday following the deadly shooting of Rayshard Brooks. According to CBS News, Atlanta's Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms has issued an administrative order for an advisory council made up of community members to examine the city's use of force, their policies and procedures. The autopsy revealed that Rayshard's cause of death was murder with 2 gunshot wounds to the back. The Brooks family attorney said it didn't have to end this way. Tyler Perry spoke to the family, and he's going to pay for the funeral of Rayshard Brooks and his 4 kids' college education. Oh, Tyler Perry, yeah, come through as usual.
He is a saving grace, man.
Yes, he is.
Giving.
Yes, so giving. The district attorney said felony murder charges are on the table after this unreasonable escalation.
Let's say
ended in murder. Yeah.
Let's say the brother
or death. Yeah.
Grabbed the taser gun.
Mm-hmm.
If you get shot in the back, I mean, I don't know how the taser gun is a threat to you as the officer. Judging by the way this brother sounded, he was inebriated. Right? Yeah. You mean to tell me that 2 officers with sticks, mace, cuffs couldn't have tackled him?
Well, Steve, there was a scuffle, and they couldn't.
No,
they were not good at this at all.
They didn't try. Shirley, you up on a man that tackled. That's schoolyard stuff.
Full body contact.
Well, I did see a legal law enforcement expert on CNN.com. Even if Rashard did point the taser gun at them and they lost in the scuffle or whatever, they still could have pursued him on foot. Now, if that didn't happen, he's at the end of the day, you still had his license plate number. Yeah. You still had his driver's license.
You got his car.
So you know how to get in touch with him.
You didn't have to use deadly force.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing that caused for you to shoot this man.
Yes,
nothing.
Exactly.
He wasn't armed.
Yeah.
Right. You have sticks. You have mace. You could have maced him. You could have done any number of things to kill this man.
No, they're training.
They were not good at this at all.
They are afraid of black men. That's why that's one of the reasons they gun them down, because they think they're going to get their ass whooped.
That's true.
I'm telling you, man, that's a big part of it.
That's it.
Scared
That's
you gonna get your
99%.
ass whooped, so I'll kill him. That way I ain't got to scuffle with him.
All right.
Man, it's a damn shame, man. Nobody
It
trying to
is.
hear this mess no more.
34 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
According to TMZ, seeing live footage of the George Floyd arrest alarmed a 911 dispatcher enough that she called a police supervisor to respond to the scene. Take a listen.
I didn't know. You can call me a snitch if you want to, but we have the cameras up for 320's call. Oh, did they already put him in the... They must have already started moving him. And 320 over at Cup Foods.
Okay.
I don't know if they had used force or not. They got something out of the back of the squad, and all of them sat on this man. So I don't know if they needed to or not, but they haven't said anything to me yet.
Yeah, they haven't said anything. This was just a takedown, which doesn't count, but
Okay.
I'll find out.
No problem. We don't get to ever see it, so when we see it, we're just like, well, that looks a little different. All right, thank you. Bye.
Sounds good. Bye.
Well.
Okay. On here, you can hear the dispatcher openly question if the officers needed to use that kind of force. Also, wow, in Atlanta.
So if the 911 dispatcher called the police,
if she
supervisor
called,
for the
and she
George
is the
Floyd
police.
case,
but they were so casual about it in that call too.
Well,
okay,
I mean, like the man said, hey, look, it's a takedown.
Yeah.
That's how they felt.
But
And
you
they
know,
kinda
she
chuckled.
was. I mean, she was going, look, you can call me a snitch if you want to, but something ain't right here. I'm calling y'all because this is on camera and I can see it, and this is not
And we
right.
usually
okay,
don't see it.
you know, and I mean, look, she didn't know the man was dying.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's not her job. She's 911 operator. So that's not her job. It's the police's damn job.
Yeah. You could hear the dispatcher openly question if the officers needed to use that kind of force. And that was her take on it. Also in the Rashard Brooks case in Atlanta, the 911 call that happened there, that was released, and the Wendy's employee said Rayshard was intoxicated, but she made it clear that she didn't think he had any weapons. And as we told you yesterday, Rayshard was cordial and cooperative. So many people have seen the videotape that's gone viral now. He was careful, he was cordial, he was cooperative, he was careful to do whatever they asked him to do with these two officers. And this went on for nearly 30 minutes, Steve, based on Officer Brosnan's body cam footage before ex-cop Garrett Rolfe murdered him. So, I mean, again, when does it end? When does it stop?
You know, it's just like I mean, no, look, can I be honest with you? I'm sick and tired of talking about it. Or should I say, having to talk about it?
Yeah,
I'm
sick and tired of being
both
sick and tired of it.
having to go over this over and over again, case after case after case after case after case. Shirley, you've been with me on this radio show the longest,
Almost
20 years.
Yeah.
We have been dealing with this for 20 years on radio.
Yeah.
Now, that's not including before social media and all of this.
Right.
And folks are just sick and tired of this, man.
Yeah.
It's just sick and tired of it. And the racism, the systematic racism is so deeply embedded within a lot of people in the police department that in the light of all this that's happening, the Aubrey case, the George Floyd case, all the protests, this guy, Breonna Taylor, this police officer still, with all that hanging out in the air, shoot another black dude in the back.
Yeah. Running away.
In the back, man.
Yeah.
What threat
Right,
is
though,
a person that's in your back? He can get away. Getting away is not a death. That's not a.
Be.
You can't get killed for running away.
They're scared, man.
I'm telling you, man. He wasn't even running towards him.
Yeah. No. All right. Wow. We're going to flip the script here. And wow. Okay. Coming up next, like I said, we're going to switch gears. And the nephew will be here with his prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, he's balling out of control with my money. All right. Right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
I got a prank for you, but before I do the prank, I got to say this. It is June 16th, and I got to say happy anniversary to my beautiful wife. Thank you for some wonderful years. Jacqueline Patria Miles, I want to say thank you, girl. You my ride or die, my rock, my reel, all the way to the wheels fall off. We rolling, girl.
That's really
we
nice.
rolling, girl.
Happy anniversary. That's
Cutest
really
thing
sweet.
on you.
Ever.
Now, he's not going to deny that, Junior. You know he's
Ain't gonna
nice.
deny that one.
Yeah.
The only reason them kids is cute.
Shout out to Jackie. That's my girl. What's up, Jackie?
Party Miles,
Like they mama.
a.k.a. Lemonade, baby. Because she country like that. Here we go. The cake lady. That's the prank I got for you. The cake lady. Let's go.
Cake. This is Barbara.
Yeah, I need to ask you, what kind of cakes do y'all make at this place?
Well, sir, we make all occasion cakes, birthday cakes, anniversary cakes, wedding cakes, pretty much whatever you need. What you looking for?
Do y'all be making adult cakes?
Yes, sir, a few adult cakes, bachelorette parties and, wedding. What exactly are you looking for, sir?
No. The problem is this right here. I ordered a cake from you all on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
Now, it was supposed to be delivered to my daughter's school on Tuesday, and, she in junior high school, 13 years old. The cake was supposed to have Hannah Montana on it, and it was supposed to say happy birthday. Now, the cake get delivered over there today, and I can't for the life of me believe that this has happened. We in her classroom, all the classmates is in there, some teachers in there, the principal then came down. We finna have cake and ice cream for the kids, but when they open up the cake, it's a man's private part on the cake.
What? Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No. We have never made a mistake like that.
Y'all made that
I'm
mistake.
real careful
Y'all
with
made
that
that mistake. I've been calling this place all damn day. Y'all done made this damn mistake, and somebody gonna pay for this. I got 13.
We did not make that mistake.
I got 13-year-old kids.
Sir. No, you're gonna have to lower it down now, okay? Because we can't get nothing settled if you yelling and I can't hear you, okay?
I need to lower it down. You should have lowered that private part off that cake. That's what you should have done.
Sir, what is your name?
My name is Trevor.
And now, where was the cake supposed to be going?
Middle school.
Middle school. Now, when was it delivered, sir?
I just don't see that's it right there. You can't remember. That's how y'all made the damn mistake.
Sir, please just answer the question so we can get this settled, sir.
No, who is the owner there?
Excuse me, I am the owner. My name is Barbara. Now, if you give me the information, I'll try to make this thing right because it couldn't have been my company. Are you absolutely sure, sir?
I'm positive. Y'all is the ones that delivered the damn cake. Listen, I got all these 13-year-old kids and they're traumatized, and the teachers and the principal are looking at me crazy. Because y'all done delivered the wrong damn cake.
Sir, but I need you to calm down just for a minute. Let me ask you this.
Wait. You want me to calm down? You should have took that private part down off the cake.
I can understand, but I don't think it was my company, okay? Because we've never made a mistake like that. Now, we're very careful with that kind of stuff. Now, sir, hold on 1 minute. Come here. Do you know anything about a cake delivery, a Hannah Montana cake going to middle school today? Yeah, did y'all make any deliveries? Okay, thanks. Sir, I just talked to my driver, and he's been with me about 8 years, sir, and we've never had a problem like this. He's never delivered a cake over there, sir. Are you sure it was my company?
It's damn sure this place, lady. It's this place. Your driver lying.
Mistakes can be made, but I cannot.
You can't make no mistake like that when you got a man's private part in front of a bunch of 13-year-old kids at a junior high school.
I can understand. I would be upset too. I have children too, so I can understand what you're trying to say. But sir, what I'm trying to tell you is this is not my company. You're talking about we wouldn't have done anything like that. I've been in business for 13 years.
What is your name?
My name is Barbara.
Okay, so you're the one behind all of this on this damn cake. It's supposed to be Hannah Montana and wind up being a man's private part on the cake.
Sir, come on, stop and think about this.
You think
we would not deliver a cake to a high school, an adult cake to a school. Now, I understand you upset.
Listen, lady, do you understand what has happened at my daughter's school?
I apologize for it, sir, but I don't believe that you ordered the cake from my company. Okay? As a matter of fact, we make cakes on Friday, sir. Wasn't no cake delivered today. Sir, it's a Tuesday.
And what the hell that mean it's a Tuesday? Ain't nobody eating cake on Tuesday?
Sir, I have told you that couldn't have happened here at my company. Okay?
Okay, let me tell you. Okay.
I'll be happy to make a cake for you, sir, and to send it to your daughter. But, sir, it wasn't my company.
I don't want no more damn cakes. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I'm finna to do, lady. I'm finna call my lawyer. I'm finna get with the police, and I'm coming over there to shut that down. You won't sell a cupcake when I get through with your...
Oh, sir, you know what? Now, you done gone too far. Let me tell you something. This is my business that I done worked for 13 years to build. You ain't finna come up here and do a
I'm finna shut that down.
You come up here and you find more icing up your mammy won't even know who you are. You need to get off my phone with this. That's some ignorant in the first place, sir. How dare you call me with that and what the is your name?
I already told you my name is Trevor.
Well, Trevor, bring your up here and I got something for you. Bring your and the police. Do you think I'm going to let some little like you come jeopardize my business? I've been in business too long. I know what the I'm doing. Now, I don't know who the you call, but it will show not my company. Do you understand me?
I understand everything you saying, and I understand when I get over there, I'm going to shut it down, me and the police.
You won't come out here and get your shut down, and you're going to have a daughter crying over your Now, I done told you it wasn't my company. Now, get off my phone. Do you hear me?
I got one more thing I need to say to you, lady.
It's thing to tell me talking about shutting down my company.
Yes, I got one more thing. Is you listening to me?
I ain't listening. What you got to say to me?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
That. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, y'all done it. I gotta get off this phone. Oh my God. I'm a killer. Bye. Hello? Oh my God. Oh my God. Please tell me I'm not on the radio.
No.
Oh, geez.
You ain't on the radio now, but you're going to be on there in the morning.
Oh, Lord, no. My preacher and everybody else going to be on it. Oh, my God. I'm going to kill that. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to get me a cake and go to her job and up. Lord. Oh, Lord. Y'all going to get somebody stop playing like that, you know? She going to have to look out every day. She ain't going to never where it's coming from. I'm going to be like the thief in the night on her.
Hey, Miss Barbara, I got to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. Y'all what?
Hey, can you make a socket to me cake?
Yeah, I can make a socket to your cake, but you better hope it ain't got a gun in it. Y'all don't mess around and get around messing with somebody like that. They business now.
And there you have it from the nephew.
You are crazy.
That's what I want.
I love me some cake.
Y'all done seen some of them crazy cakes before. You done seen them before.
She was not.
People go all out with cakes now.
Yeah,
man.
they do.
Shirley,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
did you just say y'all know I loves me some cake?
Yeah, I love me some cake.
Yeah.
You're right out
her
there.
English
Were you
or
paying
her
attention to the prank at all, Shirley?
That's why I said that.
Shirley, I'm just saying, you're firing off stuff now. I'm trying not to catch this stuff, but I have a trained ear for BS.
But that's what I meant. I love it so much, and he had to come out with this.
I heard Shirley. The hole is getting deeper. That's why I said, because I love it so much. Hey, Shirley.
Shirley, you want one of them? You want one of them cakes, Shirley?
Shirley,
No,
we talking about different kind of cake, baby.
Cakes. I
Yes,
just like
you
cake.
do. Yes,
All right,
you do.
thank you,
You want a
nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. He's balling out of control with my money. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Subject, he's balling out of control with my money. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm in my early 50s, and my husband and I have been married for 7 years. Since the beginning of our union, he knows that I'm able to manage all of our household expenses, and he has taken advantage of it. I've funded a lot of harebrained business schemes he's invested in and lost a lot of money fooling with him. He's had a string of jobs and leadership positions that I've helped him get, but the longest he stayed at one company is 2 years. His excuse is always, they got me effed up and they can't talk to me any kind of way. I've encouraged him to get training in insurance sales or real estate, but he says that's not his speed. So instead, he has plenty of time to dress up in his linen outfits, drive the car I pay for, and smoke expensive cigars with his friends and making them think he's on their level. I've heard him brag to them about how he has a strong black woman holding him down. When I look at it, we have nothing in common except our faith, and he's a great listener and outstanding lover. He's thoughtful and always goes all out for my birthday, our anniversary, and holidays, but he uses my money to do it. I know men marry women, they don't work, and they don't mind taking care of their wife. But should a woman be put in this position with her husband? I want him to be a better provider. I'm all for supporting a black man and letting him find his way, but this is too much. Do you think it's time to give up on him? Wow. Well, I think, that's for you to decide. Only you can decide that for yourself. But I can help you, I can help you in some way with that decision. And my first question is, why is it that he's allowed to do whatever the heck he wants to do while you're working every day to bring home the money that he spends? He's strong and healthy, I'm assuming. He's not sick, right? You didn't mention any of that. You didn't mention anything about any physical challenges or mental challenges. You didn't mention having kids that he could be staying home to watch. No, this dude is perfectly fine, according to you, and looks like he's living his best life. Since when is smoking cigars with your friends in linen suits a job? Because that's what it sounds like he's doing for work. And of course he goes all out on your birthday and your anniversary. He's got to keep you happy, so you'll keep financing his expensive lifestyle, you see. Yes, he is just keeping... He wants you to just keep the checks coming. That's what that's all about. I know plenty of people who would quit their jobs if they had a cushion like you because, they complain. But they stay in it because, they have to provide for their family. That's what men are taught to do. You are his safety net. If you stop supplying his habits, he will have to stop and get a job. So let me ask you another question. What are you getting out of this? What are you really getting out of this besides great sex, you say, and you guys share the same faith? I mean, do you know that there are men who work jobs and have businesses that can put it down in the bedroom as well? There are men out there just like that. I think you're stressing yourself out over him. I think he's just spending your hard-earned money without a care in the world. I think he needs to get a job. He needs to keep the job and take some of this unnecessary pressure off you, provide for you. That's what a caring and loving husband would do. They wouldn't sit back and wait until your payday with their hand out. So leaving him at this point would probably be a relief for you, okay? But you make up your own mind. Steve?
Let's get on into this trifling ass dude.
Yes.
He balling out of control with my money. Only way a person can do that is you give him access to it. Shirley kind of referred to that, but that's what you're doing. A lot of this is your fault. Since the beginning, he always knew you could manage the household expenses, and he took advantage of it. Now, you funded a lot of harebrained business schemes. He done lost a lot of money. And then you say the longest he ever stayed at one company is 2 years. His excuse is, they got me effed up, and they can't talk to me any kind of way.
What?
Wait a minute. That's because he knows he got a safety net.
That's right.
That's all that is. He know he got you. That's going to let him come home and sit down whenever he get tired of working. Now, I done told him that he needs to get to training in the insurance sales or real estate, but he say that ain't his speed. Okay, these some old ass people here. That ain't my speed. Who say that? With his slow, lazy ass, that ain't my speed. What, work ain't your speed?
Right, come on.
What is your speed, dog? So instead of, he has plenty of time to dress up in his linen outfits right there. Mm-hmm. He buying them linen sets. He got them in linen shout sets. He got them in, they call them walkers. We had a dude work with us with specialized in them. He used to cut the sleeves off when he wore them. But they were leisure jackets. Look like Leisure Larry. But they linen. Silky used to make them.
Not Silky.
Yeah, Silky Cream. You know, you're all wearing. Michael Irvin had a whole collection of them. I had a collection of them. They Somersets. That's the other reason you know his ass is old.
All right, hang on there, Steve. Hold that thought. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, he's balling out of control with my money. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. He's balling out of control with my money.
Lady in her early 50s, her and her husband together 7 years. He been doing all types of foolish stuff with the money. She run the money. But he just spend it on foolish ideas. And the most longest he ever kept a job was 2 years. And then he stayed in one company 2 years. And his excuse is always, they got me effed up. Think they can talk to me any kind of way. And the reason he can do that and say that is because he got a safety net at the home. And the safety net is you, ma'am. So then he says, then you told him he need to get into insurance sales or real estate. He told you that ain't his speed. See, work ain't his speed. That's too fast. And then just to show you how work ain't his speed, you said he got plenty of time to dress up in his linen outfits. Those are leisure outfits. Linen is leisure outfits. They are set. See, leisure go against speed. So working that ain't his speed. So instead, he got plenty of time to dress up, linen outfits, drive the car I pay for, and smoke expensive cigars with his friend. Trying to make them think he on their level. Because obviously his friends is balling and he ain't. I've heard him brag to them about how he got a strong black woman holding him down. Listen, everybody needs a strong black woman. I strongly suggest you find one. But the problem, sir, is they would love to refer to you as that also. A woman would love to say, I have a strong black man holding me down.
That's right. Hello.
I love having a strong black woman holding me down. I got one. But I want her to also know that she has a strong black man holding her down.
That's right.
See, and now that you done got off of that.
Yeah.
Because your ass got on them cheap-ass linen suits that extra wrinkle. Ain't no silk in your linen. You just got pure one-ply linen. You like Scotch toilet tissue is one-ply. They make linen outfits that's one-ply linen.
Why are you fixating on his suit, his linen suit?
Because I know I can see his cheap ass with that little ragged-ass $29 straw hat. Yeah. And that $8 cigar. Boy, I know him.
Where his socks at, huh?
You've met him before.
No, he don't wear no socks. He got a pair of drivers on. He done bought one pair of Louis Vuitton drivers, and he wear them with everything. That brown pair with them gold LVs on it. Yeah. And then she says, when I look at it, we have nothing in common except our faith. How that?
I don't know.
Lady, a lot of people believe in God. Except our faith. He's a great listener. He got to listen. He finna ask you for money. He got to sit up here, all this you talking about. Because when you get, oh, yeah, baby, that's slick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby, I'm feeling you. Hey, look at here, let me ask you something. You know, I was going to open up a linen store.
You know what? If you say
You know
linen,
what?
I know he's fixated on it.
Because everybody like my linen outfits, yeah.
Oh, my baller
And so then, and he's an outstanding lover. Okay, so you sprung. That's all it is. He outstanding lover. He believe in God. You know, he listen good, and y'all be in there spanking each other. Okay, good. Now listen to this. He's thoughtful, and he always goes all out on my birthday, our anniversary, and holidays. Who don't?
Yes.
Who don't? That ain't but 3 times a year. Who can't go all out 3 times a year? Every man that's got a wife try to put a smile on her face on them days right there. So, lady, that ain't nothing. You keep giving him credit where he don't need none. But he uses my money to do it. Uh-oh, well, there you go.
So, of course, he's going all out.
I know men and married women that don't work, and they don't mind taking care of their wife. But should a woman be put in a position with her husband? Obviously, you feeling some kind of way about this because you done wrote this letter. I want him to be a better provider. I told you that at the top. That's every woman wants to be able to lean on their man. I'm all for supporting a black man and letting him find his way. He 50. What? He still lost? Listen to me. If you 50 and still lost, you can't be my project. If you're a woman in your 50s and you meet a man that's 50 and he's still lost, how you gonna help him find his way? He'd had 50 years to think of something. He ain't came up with a damn thing. But this is too much. Do you think it's time to give up on him? Is he gonna change? Let me ask you a question. What's his oldest linen out?
Stop it with the linen.
What year did he get that? I'm telling you, I see him. And he got that little bitty brim straw hat. I'm stupid. Oh, dog, that's him with them little cheap-ass linen suits when that one pair of drivers. And when he be talking to you, he be jangling his car keys.
Yeah.
I know him.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter.
Harold Bonner.
On Steve Harvey FM on Instagram.
She married to Harold Bonner.
And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, what's up with all of these racist Karens? Okay, they're everywhere now. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So here's a question, guys. Steve, what is up with all these Karens? Okay, we had Central Park Karen, the bird watching lady, the bird watching incident. Karen in Phoenix at the gas station telling a Native American woman to go back to Mexico. Karen in New York City bagel shop who recently coughed on another because the lady demanded her to wear a mask during the pandemic, okay, which was a reasonable request. Then most recently, racist Karen in LA in the Valley, she took a hammer to bang up a neighbor's car and knock over her recycling bin and told them to go back to Mexico. But this racist Karen got checked by another neighbor who was sick of her and pushed her in the bushes. You remember that one?
I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah.
Man,
That was really good.
great.
Now, what happened for the benefit of those who didn't see it? I saw it, but I'm sure maybe one or two people didn't see it. What happened, Steve? What happened, Tommy? What happened?
Go ahead, big dog.
No, it was just this white lady was banging up a car telling these people they need to go back to Mexico, hitting it with a hammer.
Uh-huh.
Now, the dude then ended up starting a GoFundMe page to get his car fixed.
Right.
Ain't nobody finna give you no money for that. But somehow she winded up in the other people's yard after she knocked over the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing, fast forward, this big sister had a handful of her hair, had her bent down.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lady had a garden hose, was talking about wetting her up. She told her, I ain't the one. I ain't the one. Don't F with me, B. B, you don't know who I am. I ain't the one. I would take that garden hose and push it.
We got it.
Okay, I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah.
Thank you for paying.
It's on tape. I enjoyed it. I'd have watched it 67 times.
But what's funny is she is enunciating every single word all the way through.
She got so tired, but the white lady, the evil white lady, would not respond to her at all. She took that whole ass whooping.
Well, if you say something, you stretch out an ass whooping on.
Yeah, it was a good one too.
Now let me tell you what I found out.
Okay, what?
Karen is a multicultural name.
Women named Karen.
Yeah,
we know
Right.
that.
It's a multicultural, but it's really big in the African American community. And what my favorite T-shirt, this black dude said, "Don't let your president get your ass whooped." And that's what has started to happen.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Junior is back from vacation, and he's got some sports news for us. We'll do that at the top of the hour right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Junior's back from vacation. A lot of stuff went on while you were gone, Junior, but you got some sports information for us.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
breaking. What you got?
On vacation. I'm sorry.
Well,
Shirley.
I go on vacation.
Yeah, quickly.
I went to my grandmother's yard.
What did you do?
That's where I went. I didn't go on vacation. I went to work.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to my grandmother's house in Houston, and I had to sod, mulch, pull weeds, plant flowers, water grass, cut grass. Yeah, no. All I found out about old people, though, is when they find out you can work, they love it.
Don't they love that?
Old people love somebody who can work.
They
start bragging to the neighbors and everything. Yeah, I got my grandson. Look at his back. It's strong, ain't it? Look how he worked that wheelbarrow. Yeah.
Junior, can you fix my fence?
Yeah, all of that.
Had you
Man, we just out there working.
Before that, Junior?
Not like that. Not like what she wanted me to do. But it was good bonding time for us. So, it was just good. I love her. I love you, Granny. But sure, this ain't sports talk. This is something we heard in sports.
Okay.
I'm telling you, we ain't got nothing to watch right now, Shirley. Okay, so last thing I heard, I don't know what's going on, how it even happened, but how the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys, make the news in a pandemic is beyond me.
What happened?
What's wrong now?
Ezekiel Elliott then tested positive for the coronavirus, and so did some of the other Cowboy players. Now, I don't know when they got it, but a good start might be when Dak and Zeke had the party.
That dinner party.
That dinner party.
Yeah.
They talking about there was only like 10 people there, but the table was set for 50.
Yeah.
We
Zeke,
ain't got but 10.
Did he have that short shirt on he be wearing?
That crop.
Yeah. Probably how he got it.
That's how you get cold right there. That right there.
Got your stomach out.
It's
I hope he all right, though.
Yeah,
I
got his
hope he all
stomach
right.
out. And
Man, they young guys, man. But did you hear about that guy that developed COVID? He was very healthy. He was 40 years old. He was in great shape. He was a choreographer.
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah, he developed COVID. It got bad. He went to the hospital, went on a ventilator. It got really bad. They put him in a coma. He got a blood clot while he was in a coma.
Wow.
He a choreographer. Wake up. They done amputated his leg.
You're talking about the Broadway guy. That's
What?
Broadway.
Yeah.
What?
From
He's
Broadway.
on Broadway, yeah.
They took his
He
leg?
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Because he had a blood clot, yeah.
They had to do this without his
kids.
consent. So they had to do this while he was down? While he was out?
Hey, dog, he was in a coma.
His wife had to
Make that decision.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a
And she's
horrific
been on-
thing to happen.
Yeah, and he was perfectly healthy before. He was dancing
And
on
man, so I'm
Broadway.
telling y'all, this COVID thing is real, y'all.
Yeah,
It's really real.
You gotta wear your mask.
You have to put these masks on.
I don't.
Boy.
Nick
Every day.
Cordero. That's his name. Nick
Yeah,
Cordero.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's very, very sad. Very sad story.
Well, let me ask y'all about this. But did y'all hear what Dwight Howard said?
What did he say, Junior?
Well, Dwight Howard is on this thing to where he doesn't believe that the NBA should come back this season because he didn't want to be a distraction to the movement that's going on with the Black Lives Matter and for equality and justice. I mean, well, how do you feel about
I mean,
I understand what he's saying.
Point. Yeah,
You don't want to take
understand.
the focus off. I get that part.
I understand that part of it. I do. I mean, at first I didn't get what he was saying. But you listen to it, I understand what he said. He he wants something to happen, and he don't want sports to be a distraction. But I'm just telling you right now, racism is not going to end because of this. We can get some policies in place because of this. But racism
get a handle on it.
Police reform, perhaps. Yeah.
See, I'm not really sure about all this defunding police department that they're pushing for, because I want police.
No, we need police.
We gotta have police.
But
don't get this twisted now.
That's
all right.
crazy.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Thank you, Junior. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. It's so sad. It's like where we are in all of what's going on in the world right now. And it's like you can't turn on the TV without seeing this video of how they just slaughtered Rayshard Brooks in this Wendy's parking lot. And it's starting to affect me. I can't watch this anymore. This is horrible. His family had a news conference yesterday in Atlanta.
Very
beautiful,
emotional.
loving family. They really loved Rayshard, and they talked about what a sweet, kind, loving person he was, and what a great family man. And I also saw his an interview with his former boss, and she said oftentimes when things like this happen, they try to vilify, someone like a Rayshard Brooks, the victim. The victim. They try to. She said, but I want you to know that what a good person he was. He used to work for me, and he used to come to work every day early, leave late, be the last one to leave. She said he was so kind. Everyone, when they heard it was Rayshard, everyone was like, that's not our Rayshard, is it? She said he was so kind. When he got his checks, he bought his furniture for his apartment, and his next door neighbor across the hall was a single mother. He bought furniture for her because she couldn't afford it. She said that's the kind of person Rayshard Brooks was. A giving, loving, kind person.
That's wonderful.
You know? Wow.
We're praying for the Brooks family.
Yes, we are. Yes,
and they're a close family. They are just.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, congratulations to Drake. He is leading the pack of nominations for this year's BET Awards with Megan Thee Stallion and Roddy Ricch. Drake's 6 nods consist of Best Male Hip Hop Artist, Video of the Year, and multiple entries in the Best Collab and Viewer's Choice categories. Megan's up for the Best Female Hip Hop Artist, Best Collab Album of the Year, and Video of the Year.
Savage.
Rich is in the running for the Best Male Hip Hop Artist plus Best New Artist. It is BET's 40th birthday. Really? 40 years. Okay.
I'm in the running for coldest player.
That's right, and you will win that. Yes. The show will air live on BET and BET Her. And check this out, guys. It'll be live on CBS. That's right, CBS for the very first time ever.
What?
Ever. Okay? It all goes down June 28th. It is hosted by Amanda Seales. Okay?
Wow.
So, congratulations to her for the hosting gig. And CBS
big.
Live. That's
On
really
CBS?
big. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That's different.
big,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's major. I mean, they run all the other awards on CBS, so why
They
not?
own them. Viacom.
Well, it's Viacom.
Exactly. It's Viacom, but they haven't been doing it in the past. I always
In
thought
40 years.
Yeah.
They're going to be on time this time, I tell you that. You ain't going to go long this time.
Are they going to be meeting in person?
10 o'clock, the news is on. Okay.
What'd you say, Junior?
I said, are they going to be meeting in person? Are they going to be gathering?
I think it's a lot of virtual stuff.
Well, congratulations. And in other news, a screenshot of an actual Craigslist ad saying, this is so crazy, Steve, seeking excited and enthusiastic minority, that's in all caps, actors and actresses to hold signs, that's in quotations, at an event in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Began to make the rounds on social media. It began to make the rounds on social media. Twitter users attempted to make the connection that the ad was hiring minorities to work as President Trump's work at his rally.
What is the background?
Yeah, which was rescheduled for June 20th.
With the hat on. Okay.
Remember, we would always say he was paid to be there, that one guy.
Well, you know something, and then when they found out, they did some research, found out who he was, you ain't seen him since. You have not seen that guy, son, because he had a background, buddy. Woo! Trump and them distance themselves from him right away.
Yeah.
But listen to me. Look, they strategically placed those people in the camera shots behind Trump every time. They always manage to put 3 blacks behind him at every rally.
Coming up, our last break of the day.
It's the last break of the day.
And we'll have some poignant, I'm sure, closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey coming up at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, our last break of the day on this Tuesday. The president is scheduled to sign some legislation on police reform today, believe it or not. So we'll figure out what that's going to be.
Yeah, but it's just about, it's really not anything heavy. It's just about, better background checks. Making
for who the officers?
Yeah, making sure that reports are made known when he get complaints against him. That ain't reforming nothing.
Yeah,
that's not police reform.
Because Derek Chauvin in Minnesota had 17 complaints against him, and he was still working.
Police reform happens when there are police consequences. Matter of fact, that's my closing remarks. Let's go. Everybody's trying to figure out a way to do this. I don't have it figured out by a long shot. I'm sure I don't. And I can appreciate Dwight Howard with the Lakers saying that he don't think that we should be playing basketball right now or sports because it'll distract from the message. It'll draw attention. At first I disagreed with him, but I understand where he's coming from. And I think that's a fair assessment. I really, really do. Because what he's saying is, while we got the momentum going, let's not change the momentum by giving people other things to do. So I can accept that. So I'm definitely not thinking that I have the answers to it all. But I do know one thing, and I wanted to share this with you. I'm a sports fan. I watch football, basketball. I don't like watching baseball all the time till the playoffs, but I do. I watch all of the major sports, even watch soccer. There is a thing that most sports have incorporated, and it's called instant replay. And the reason that the sports had to have instant replay was because sometimes the call on the field would be argued so vehemently that they would go to instant replay. I'll give you an example. Like in football, a wide receiver catches what everybody thinks is a touchdown, and then he goes across the goal line, and when he lands, the ball comes loose, and he loses control of it, and the tip of the ball hits the ground, but he still manages to nestle it. Well, that's no longer a touchdown. You go to instant replay to find out. In basketball, if a player steps out of bounds and you go to instant replay, you can instantly see that the player is out of bounds. If you take a 3-point shot, your foot cannot be touching that line. If your foot is on the line, they call off the 3-point play. That's in sports. They went to instant replay. The police came out with an instant replay. It's called the body cam. But then we took it one step better, and the general public has instant replay. It's called a phone camera with video capability. And now for the first time, all of these plays that were up for question now have instant replay. And normally when you go to the officials up in the booth doing a play and they show it back to the people sitting at home and they slow it down where you can watch the action, you clearly can see whether to accept the call on the field or reverse the call. That's what keeps happening in the police department. We have these police who we are telling you is out of bounds. We have the video footage that says they are out of bounds. They crossed the line. And now we have the footage that shows it. But unlike sports, where it's clearly a violation, you are out of bounds. Clearly in sports, that's what it is. The call is reversed. But what happens to the instant replay of police officers? How is it time and time again that we can show you the police being out of bounds, stepping over the line? And when you see the damn video, your ass don't see out of bounds like we see out of bounds. What the hell video you watching? What play you trying to call? Because see, in the game we play and call life, it's too easy for us to lose ours, and you make the call that the police was justified. Them days done. We about sick of this mess now. Ain't no more patience from the host of Family Feud. Ain't no more Steve the Black Man. Sick of this mess, man. Sick of it. I understand them young protesters. I understand them. I understand when they get so mad that they want to burn something down. I understand it. I don't condone it. I don't want them to violate the law, because once you break a law, that then opens up the floodgates for them to enforce the law. And we got too many examples of how they enforce the law. But I understand the anger, man. I understand it. So what I'm asking y'all to do, as I see what's starting to happen, when we go to instant replay, can y'all make the call same as we make the call? Or does it have to happen to you in order for you to see what we see? Do they have to shoot your son down in the street before you see a murder just like we see? I don't want that to happen to you, but that's what has to happen to get you to make the same call as us. That's why I like the change that I'm seeing now. And I want to thank the non-African Americans who are out there on the front line. 21 days so far of protest. Keep it up, because they starting to hear something.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.